The parable of the two wolves. Which wolf in you will win? There was once an old man who sat quietly by the fire, his weathered hands resting on his knees, his eyes reflecting the flickering flames. His grandson, a curious boy with restless energy, sat beside him, kicking at the dirt with his small boots. The boy had been in a foul mood all day, angry at his brother for taking his favorite toy, resentful of his chores, and sulking in the shadows of his own temper. Finally, he turned to his grandfather and asked, "Why do I feel this way? Why does anger come so easily?" The old man sighed, then leaned forward, stirring the embers with a stick. "Inside each of us," he said, his voice low and steady, "there are two wolves at war. One is dark, full of anger, jealousy, pride, and resentment. The other is light, filled with kindness, patience, humility, and love." The boy frowned. "But which one wins?" The grandfather smiled faintly. "The one you feed." For a long moment, the boy was silent, staring into the fire. He thought about the times he had let his anger grow, feeding it with bitter thoughts. He remembered the sharp words he had thrown at his brother, the way his frustration had festered inside him like a wound. And then he thought of the other times, when he had chosen to let go, to forgive, to laugh instead of scowl. That night, as he lay in bed, he made a silent promise to himself. He would be more careful about which wolf he fed. But here's the thing, this battle isn't just for children. It's for all of us. Every single day, we make choices that determine which wolf grows stronger. Maybe it's the way we react to a rude comment, or how we handle disappointment, or whether we allow old grudges to take up space in our hearts. There was a woman, let's call her Margaret, who carried a heavy weight of resentment. Years ago, her sister had betrayed her trust, and though time had passed, the wound had never fully healed. Whenever she thought of her sister, her chest tightened, her jaw clenched. She fed that dark wolf daily, replaying the hurt in her mind, nursing her bitterness like a prized possession. One evening, at a family gathering, she watched as her sister laughed with their mother, carefree and happy. A familiar surge of anger rose in her. But then, something shifted. She noticed the lines around her sister's eyes, the way her hands trembled slightly as she lifted her cup. Time had changed them both. And in that moment, Margaret wondered, what if I just let go? It wasn't easy. The dark wolf snarled, demanding she hold onto her pain. But she chose, just this once, to feed the other one, the one that whispered of peace, of second chances. She walked over and sat beside her sister. No grand apology, no dramatic reconciliation, just a quiet choice to stop feeding the anger. And something remarkable happened. The weight she had carried for years began to lift. Not all at once, but slowly, like a knot unraveling. We all have these moments, where we stand at the crossroads of our emotions, deciding which wolf to nourish. The dark one is loud, insistent, always hungry. The light one is quieter, patient, waiting for us to choose it. So tonight, as you sit with your own thoughts, ask yourself, which wolf have I been feeding? Because the truth is, the battle isn't won in a single grand gesture. It's won in the small, daily choices, the decision to forgive instead of resent, to laugh instead of brood, to love instead of withhold. The wolves will always be there, but the one that wins. That's entirely up to you. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.